Hey, what up, everybody? It's your boy Eric, aka the Small Town Loser. This is the Small Town Loser podcast, trying to win without pretending that we have it all figured out. Let's be real, guys. I know that it's January. I know that we have a lot going on with ourselves. We have all these goals and all these things that we're going to be trying to do. I'm going to be real honest with you guys. This week, my big L, I told myself that I was going to start meal prepping and I was going to go to the store, and I had this extra money put aside to go ahead and do that. And guess what? I did not make one meal. I did not go grocery shopping. I did not put in the effort at all. And I understand, I know that we're supposed to be doing that. We're supposed to be winning. We higher thinking. We out here trying to do it all. But sometimes, man, sometimes it just be like that. I'm not trying to be that person. But how are you guys? How are your guys' goals? How are you guys doing? What's up with y'all? Are you guys having a good time out there? I know that it can be wild, but that's how it goes in the world, right? I took my L today. And you know what? We're trying to keep it going. I'm being consistent. I'm trying to make some things work. So that's why we got an episode 3 of the podcast, baby. And today, what we're going to be talking about is trying to get our lives together. But that's just how it runs. We're going to try and get everything rolling, try to make everything work, and trying to put ourselves into the best situations possible, right? But also, most importantly, we're just trying to have fun. We're trying to just enjoy life in the best way possible. Am I right? How many of us are all trying to get our lives together? How many times have we all failed? How many times did we say that we were going to lose X amount of weight, or we were going to start this diet, or we were going to do this or do that? Let me be the first to tell you guys, dude, I personally have done this multiple times this year. I've tried and put myself, I've gone to the gym a couple times this year.
Stop the cap.
But at this point, I feel like I'm pretty much just starting a GoFundMe for Kevin. Granted, you don't need my business, but the thing of it is, I should be working out more, but I'm not. I could do everything at home, but when I'm home, I feel like I have no motivation whatsoever to do it. It's like my home is the place to relax, to chill, to spend time with my family, or to do the creative stuff like working on this podcast or working on music or whatever, right? But so when I go to the gym and stuff, that's where it's at. That's where I feel like everybody's working out. There's no excuses. I can't be like, this episode of whatever YouTube video I'm watching is really hitting right now. So I can't be like, you know what I mean? It's coming to a point where I can make up any excuse. I should be an author for how many excuses I make about all the times that I've started working out. And sometimes I'd go hard, bro. I would go for months straight, 4 days a week, trying to figure out the balance of everything. And then life would happen. Right now, I'm about to have a daughter who should be here literally within the week of recording this. So that's my main priority right now. And so that's kind of why I haven't really been going out and working out, because at any given moment, she could pop. And then from there, I have X, Y, and Z things doing it. But you see, but that's the thing. I could work out at home. I could do some jumping jacks. I have a small Temu treadmill that I could walk on, but I don't, because every time I'm always just out here finding a reason why not to. You know what I mean? How many of you guys are feeling in the same way, right? How many of you can probably find an excuse versus finding the motivation to go out there and go do whatever it is, right? That's the whole thing. And don't even get me started on the diet, bro. I could be straight vegan. I'm supposed to be. I could be eating healthy 2 to 3 meals a day and go hard. I have done it. I've literally asked ChatGPT to just make me a meal plan because I don't know what I'm doing. And so I've had to figure out how to do that. And then it's the most bland, out the box Lego meal plan that anybody's ever had. I don't know. My issue is that I make all the excuses in the world, but I feel like if I was actually doing something productive, that nobody would really hold me back from that. I don't know how you guys feel, but I feel like that's how I feel. sometimes is that I end up being I make all the excuses and I'm the person that holds myself back because I don't want to disappoint myself as well as anybody else. Do you guys ever feel like that? Do y'all feel like you guys are really out there, or do you guys feel like you're not motivated because of whatever reason? Or do you ever feel like you hold yourself back because you feel like even if you were to put in the effort to do it, that it just wouldn't come out the way that it's supposed to come out, even though we know that everybody says that that's how it comes out, is just by being that person and doing it? That's how I feel. Drop a comment below if you guys feel like that, or if you've ever felt like that. I would really love to hear your guys' stories. And I just want to go ahead and just drop a little bit of a thank you for everybody that was commenting and liking and sharing the podcast on the last episode. Truthfully, you guys are truly amazing and I really appreciate it. And if you guys haven't already, or you guys are new to the channel, please make sure that you guys share the content, put a comment down there of how you feel about this. And then also please subscribe to the channel, because that's what's going to help build this channel up, so that we can go ahead and continue to just keep making this podcast work. And also, by you guys commenting on everything, it really does help me out to know what you guys are resonating with, or what you guys like versus what is trash and I should just not be talking about. So I appreciate you guys so much for all the love and all the support and everything. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for buying the merch and just showing love. You guys really do help out this podcast to just become something even cooler. This channel really couldn't be anything without you guys. So thank y'all so much. Appreciate y'all for real. So listen, guys, I want to try to do some different things on the podcast. One thing is what I want to do, man, is just have a little hot take moment, right? Get something out of the grease fire and just let you guys know truthfully that, let's be real here. I know a lot of people in the small towns believe that if you leave the small town, you're going to be so much better from it, and that no matter what, that's what's holding you back is all the people around you and everything else. But the truth is personally, I've lived in different states. I've been to different countries. I've hung around different people of different wealth and things along those lines, different cultures. The fact is if you personally aren't ready to change, no matter where you go in life, you're always going to find some reason to quit. You're going to find some reason as to why this doesn't work out, and you have to do it again and again and again. And if you just like to travel, that's what's up. But the fact is, a lot of people in a small town want to blame the small town for creating some sort of barrier for you to be able to go and make something of yourself. Let's be real for a minute, guys. As a person here who doesn't want to just work in some factory and die, I tend to fall into these mindsets and these traps. Is the opportunity scarce? Yes. Sure, if you're trying to do something that's going to be just nichey in your one space, but the internet has made it to where you're in every city, every town. You can talk and connect with anyone. And the fact that you just have to take the time and effort to create that cul-de-sac or that environment or whatever you want to call it. It's not the small town that's really breaking you down and stopping you. Because let's face it, bro, how many people in a small town do we see that actually become successful? I'm sure you can probably name someone that's still probably in the area, that's still doing their thing and is successful in their own way, right? The fact of the matter is, what are you doing to change your mindset to make that happen? Because I know personally, I've crashed out 100 million times. I have sold Kirby vacuums door to door in Hawaii, okay? Has still moved back to my small town of Weezer, Idaho, okay? I have been to Africa. I have sat and hung out in Nelson Mandela's house. And even within that, I'm still just some small town loser hanging out, seriously, in this area, like chilling. But the fact is doing so much better now than what I was back then because of my mindset. like willing to go and try to make something, even if I fail 100 billion times. Because let's face it, I'm my worst enemy. I crash out on myself. I tell myself how bad I am, compare myself to other people in my niche. And the fact is like, can't be doing that. We can't be killing ourselves trying to like ourselves to be this thing, but also like where we are can have benefits, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to make you an amazing person or like gonna make you become the winner that you're thinking of, right? Because how many people go out and move to like LA or New York or wherever and try to like go and become this like amazing or a comedian or whatever. And sure, they have more opportunities there and more classes and more networking, but at the same time, like how many of them still fail? How many of them quit, go back home, and never, and then try to do something else and move somewhere else and be something else? But the fact is, it's like where you move, if you're not willing to make the like you're going to succeed and get to the next goal. That's my problem, is like sometimes in my life that I have blamed Weezer for being this crummy place and it's like a cesspool, but in reality, like I've done so many more cool things from being in this small town and finding people and like talking to people and networking with people than I probably ever have or would have if I was just stuck in my hometown, which is like Sunnyvale, California, and in those realms. Because sure, it would be a negative output, in the same sense, but I feel like just because you're in a small town doesn't necessarily mean that you're not going to be able to win. Many people that live in Nowheresville and create successful YouTube channels or start businesses and grow and become the best versions of themselves. You know, just me. You see what I did there? Because I'm successful and that I'm doing all this. I'm not. Nah, I'm just playing. But like I feel like that's one big thing that most people realize, or most people don't realize, is that like you ever have to just move to be able to find happiness and success in whatever it is that you want. You have to just be able to fall in love with the idea of what you want and go and chase that. Now, can it benefit you to leave? Of course. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to, especially with social media and being to be on YouTube and do all this stuff like we're doing. Like we grow and become awesome and make huge strides without ever leaving these small towns. I literally have a homie right now who has a very successful meme page in Ontario with over 125 million views on there. 120 something or 20 something 30 something k view or k subscribers, it constantly keeps flourishing. It's like we don't have to leave, like we don't have to pretend, like we don't have to go all these places and chase it like we used to. Like now we create an ecosystem in our own home and strive in our own channels and make that happen. That's something that I feel like most people don't realize. It's like we have many people stuck in the old ways and trying to like find the patterns, when in reality, like, dude, we the agent, we are the opportunity to make everything and strive the way that we're supposed to. Like, it's crazy out there, but so many people do that. And let's face it, guys, most people think small towns kill dreams, but it doesn't, dude. It's our fear. Fear kills our dreams. And that's my problem. That is literally my problem when it comes to all this, like with working with dieting, everything. It's like a fear, like grinding, trying to be this person, and you're trying to make all these adjustments, but it's like, oh, what if I don't have the money? Or what if I don't have, what happens? What if I get hurt? Whatever. And it's like, bro, like, why? Like just go there and grind and do it, and eventually you're gonna feel so much better in the long run. And I feel like people tend to not realize about it. It's like we're going to fail again, and we continuously fail, but it's like we're always fail. No awesome or how like the totem pole you get, you're fail. I know people who have like immaculate bodies still get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Or like people who the most craziest diets, but then they still have cheat days. It's make the effort to go. And then we have to learn, truthfully, that motivation is useless without forgiveness. That's deep. I'm just saying, motivation is useless without forgiveness. We have to learn to forgive ourselves and make ourselves go forward, and to allow ourselves to fail again, and to forgive ourselves and to move forward. But I feel like that's my takes right now. Okay, let me remind you what it is. Okay, that sounds kill dreams, fear does, right? Leaving your hometown, the number one was leaving your hometown doesn't automatically fix your life. It will not. Now, the small towns don't kill dreams, your fear does. And then the number three one was that fitness, oh, what was it? Motivation doesn't work, or motivation is useless. Yeah, motivation is without fear or without forgiveness. That's what it is. Motivation is useless without forgiveness. So we have to learn that for us to be motivated, we got to forgive ourselves. Dude, don't blame the small town. Okay, the small cool. They're out there, they're doing their things. We create boredom, and then with boredom comes creativity so that we can do what we need to do. Most people don't realize that. And so that's kind of like the bit, is that we are constantly just throwing ourselves in the trash because we believe that if we change our environment, or that if we do this or we do that, like everything outside of our realm of what we can control, then everything will work out. It's crazy. So look, here's the deal, guys. I can't go out and condemn anybody else without holding myself accountable, right? So my thing is, what I've been failing a lot at is my diet, working out, and creating content. Those are the three big things that I feel like I am failing a lot at, which is also taking me away from my family, because I'm trying to just throw spaghetti at a wall, but I don't even have noodles, you know what I mean? So the is my goals, and I'm gonna tell y'all so you guys hold me accountable, is I personally am going to work on my diet first and foremost. All right, before my daughter gets here, I need to, which is probably this weekend, honestly, I should probably, but my goal, my next month, February-ish, I'm already sounding like I'm failing. Anyways, so what I'm saying is my goal is I'm going to lose weight this year. Okay, I'm not lose like 5 pounds. Goal by the end of the year is I want to weigh 230 pounds. I'm 280. Okay, I've seen 600-pound life. I think I can make it work. Okay, so I'm 80, give or take a couple pounds. I'm trying to go to 230. So that means 50 pounds I got to lose. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to lose 50 pounds this year. Second, I'm going to work. Well, I can't do one without the other, but I'm going to work on my diet. I'm going to hit the gym. I'm going to work on my diet. I'm going to lose weight. Even if it's just cardio and low weights at home, we're going to do it. I'm going to start working out 4 times a week. I feel like that's doable. That's easy. That's a push. That's a pull day. That's an ab day. And that's a leg day. That's easy. Or you could do push, pull, legs, and then cardio one day. Something like that. I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. And then content, I'm going to make sure that I put out at least 2 episodes of Small Town Losers podcast a month. And I'm going to make sure that I at least have 1 song a month post and out and ready for you guys, with at least YouTube shorts, at least 30 shorts. So I'm going to post every day, but I'm going to make sure that it's at least 30 shorts. Okay, and that's be on YouTube, possibly a bit on TikTok, and just spread them out that way so that more people can come into the environment that we have, our community, the small town cul-de-sac, the small town losers here. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just try and grind and make it work. And I want you guys to hold me accountable, man. we're going to be showing you guys little bit of workouts that I'm doing at home. I'm going to show you, I'm probably going to start doing little videos about what I'm eating. So it won't just be me sitting back here. It'll be me actually eating and you guys what I'm cooking, and we're gonna start doing that. And then every month, my goal is to just show you guys how much weight I've lost. And so I'll show you guys on the channel, on how much weight I've lost on a scale, and we'll go from there. And so that's my goal. That's what I want to do for me. What are some of your goals that you guys want for you? Like what that scares you that you want to achieve or that you want to obtain so that you could be something better for you, you know? Because not like a homie of mine told me one time when I was going through my a dark time in my life, he told me one day is like if you're not okay, nothing's okay. And so what's something that you want? What's something that you can do that's going to benefit your life? What are your goals? I got three major that I'm gonna be. Okay. We're gonna lose and get to 230 pounds by the end of the year. Okay. Two, I'm gonna diet like crazy, be back to straight vegan, no extra nothing. And three, we are going to make sure that we have at least 2 episodes a month podcast. We are going to make sure that we have at least 30 shorts going out on social media as far as for YouTube. And then also we are going to make sure that we are making one song a day or one song a month, at least one song a month. And then all the content, everything that comes with that. So we're going to be doing that. I want you guys to hold yourselves accountable. I'm gonna hold y'all accountable. You guys hold me accountable so that we can all win as small town losers, because we should hold that as a flag. We should be proud to be small town losers. We should be happy at the fact that we can live in a place that we can kick back, chill, and also grind and make something happen. We're literally a Minecraft field right now, dude. What are we building? All right. I just want to give you guys some love, say thank you to you guys for coming out, showing love. I just want to remind you, this is the Small Town Loser podcast, where it's basically like trying to, without pretending that we have it all figured out. Okay. So show some love. I appreciate you guys so much for everything you guys do. Thank you guys for just showing love to the podcast. Please comment below, like, share, subscribe, show love, because that's how we're going to go ahead and grow this community. And maybe we won't be such a small town. I love y'all. And remember, it's higher thinking, higher living. Peace.